hackers. And hello, you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I am about to begin a Persona 3 adventure. Persona 3 Reload adventure. Let's hide some of the intro graphics while we watch the intro. Right, there appears to be some anime folk in this game. I imagine it's set in a school. Over the course of a year, some sort of incident occurs, which means these students, oh dear, will have to fight monsters. So, before they remade this, they sort of re-released the previous version, and I was tempted to play that, and then I put it off, and I have to assume lots of people bought that game not knowing they were going to do this. I kind of feel bad for anyone that happened to. I mean, you could still buy this as well, but like, I'd feel cheated if I bought one of those, that re-release, only to find out, if you'd been holding off playing Persona 3, which I imagine a lot of people had been. But I waited, and I feel like I was fortunate. So, I have the ability to press the any button. I believe it's this one here. Lovely. I played Persona 5. I have not played Persona 5 Golden. Let's switch sides briefly. For there was writing on the screen, and I don't need to cover up the writing just yet. And I didn't play it when it came out, when it was the big deal. I played it like a year afterwards when it was like 15 quid in the shops, and I was like, you know what, I'd always been meaning to play Persona. It had a reputation, and I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it might have been a bit too long, which is why I was a bit confused about like playing the golden version. But I did eventually, of course, play Persona 4 because that got re-released as well. But not like this. It just got like, it's Persona 4 Golden, isn't it? What was it, Persona 5? You know what I mean. The extra versions. I played I played Persona 4 Golden, but I did not play Persona 5 Wibbly Woo version, which adds even more time. I don't know what this has. I haven't looked it up. But I think it might be missing some stuff because there's like already two versions of the game, because there's a PSP version and a different version. Don't know any of that, but I'm sure it's fine regardless. Persona's a long game. It's going to be 100 hours regardless. I should also mention, of course, that I'm playing this as a part of a project. The cutscene started playing. Project 99, where I try and stream a different game a day, and this is my day a 70 game, as you can see, because it came out on the I've got to press the any button again. The Game Pass, which means I only had to pay £7 for it. Now, that's only if I cancel my Game Pass. If I don't cancel my Game Pass, of course, it's going to get more expensive if I forget to play for a year. And of course, if I have to stream a different... this is a long intro, isn't it, John? You could have explained some of this in the game. Let's start a new game, shall we? I'm playing this for John reasons. I might not be able to play very much immediately, which I feel like you might have guessed from that list of games. But we'll see. We'll see how much I enjoy it. I didn't complete Persona 4. I'm on the quote unquote final boss. I'm having a ball, let's say. Although I feel like the particular boss did a cheeky bastard move, and I didn't stream that because it was during the pandemic, and I hadn't really begun streaming at that point. I'm thinking maybe play on hard, but if my phone isn't nearby, I'm not gonna play on this peaceful. Auto revives after battle, low stress combat. This is what they encourage you to play. Can be changed any time. Let's play on hard, shall we? Time waits for no one. All are equal in flow, all lives born to their ends. You who would protect the glimmer of the finite future, you have a single year. Go forth and live in the time given to you, even in these halcyon days of repose. Let your heart guide you, never stray from its path, says that butterfly. Here's the moon. It is wide. We have some anime. Now, I'm a tiny bit worried because Twitch might decide just to delete the scene or whatnot. Let's find out what happens there. I guess this is a bit of a test stream. Oh, he's got his music on. His super futuristic music listening to device. I have one of those as well. It attaches to my phone.
To my head.
Oh yes, I should probably mention the
trigger.
Probably famous for this at this point, but
Come on.
there is some imagery, some suicide imagery.
Your attention, please.
Which yeah, you know, trigger warning.
We apologize for any inconvenience. The next stop is
That's not supposed to be a pun. I appreciate that it is accidentally a pun though. It's an infinity butterfly.
This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please board before the scheduled departure time.
The moon again. So I am planning on playing a Final Fantasy Rebirth when it comes out. So that's why I have about 30 days. So I don't know if I'm going to play this lots or not, or if I'm going to try and complete other games. I do have to try and get 8 quid's worth of use out of the Game Pass, of course. So I understand that the gimmick revolves around the midnight hour. So I know a little bit more than nothing. I'm sure some people, because the sort of they advertise, don't they? There's a blurb. Oh, I'm sounding like my father, and I don't like that at all. I arrived so late, I better hurry up. So I sort of hid this. I'm just going to bring it back briefly, just to say, you know, the usual. So, yeah, I'm John. I'm the Johnstruct. I'm about to begin Persona 3. Am I? Which Persona 3? Persona 3 Reload. That's the one I'm going to play. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Let's put that away. Okay. I arrived so late. I better hurry up. We have a fast forward, but oh yeah, Awatodori. Oh god, they said the word several times. I'm going to have to read it. Dorm. That's where I'll be staying from now on. Oh, of course, he's probably a transfer student, like in the other 2 games. So obviously, this was the first school Persona. There might have been the first 3D like calendar-based Persona. Let's say they're all set in a school. Something up ahead. It should be up ahead. Buddy, it's green and there are blood pools. Are you not concerned about that? No, I suppose not. He's just a normal day in Japan. The dorm doesn't seem to be on the map. I'm still surprised they didn't do this for Persona 4, but they made that dance game, which means they made models for all the games. It's green here as well, and there's the coffin-like object. Is this a coffin-like object? We can dash. There's another coffin-like object. What's this doing here? Very strange. Also, the blood everywhere. Where did everybody go? Where the fuck is there blood on the floor? It's very calm. One of the gimmicks of the 5th game is that he's inexplicably wearing glasses, and it felt like he wasn't even short-sighted. He just wore glasses to look cool. I didn't like that. I guess this is it. Persona 3! Reload! I wasn't expecting green. Green messes with my seafoodness.
Welcome.
That is a mysterious boy. Oh, he's gone.
You're late. I've been waiting a long time.
How long? Oh, he can spookily disappear.
If you wish to proceed, sign your name here. It's a contract.
Oh no, I had several hours to think of a name for the character and I didn't.
There's no need to be scared.
Oh good, we can relax.
All it says is that you accept full responsibility for your actions.
Okay then. Please sign my name. Oh dear, like literally I installed this while I was working. I was working from home today. I mean, we could call him John. Hang on. Yes. Oh, let's go for... Let's go for John Stranger. Would like to confirm, please. Yes, I'm... Did I spell that correctly? Yes. Let's go with this.
Good.
Nobody's ever going to say your name, though.
Time is something no one can escape. It delivers us all to the same end. You can't plug your ears or cover your eyes.
I can plug my ears, but I've got these. I told you.
And so, it begins.
You could say that anytime and it would be appropriate. Does this have an annoying animal companion? Ooh.
How are you here at this hour?
Did you have to sign your name as well?
Don't tell me.
You just... What do you mean, don't tell you? Why did you ask then?
Wait!
There's another girl.
Huh?
Why are you strapped?
The lights.
I didn't think you'd arrive so late. My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm one of the students who live in the storm.
Oh, there's It's a living school.
Who's he?
He's a transfer student. It was a last-minute decision to assign him here. He'll eventually be moved to a room in the boys' dorm.
Is it okay for him to be here?
I guess we'll see.
Your mouth is tiny compared to your face.
This is Yukari Takeba. She'll be a second year this spring, just like you.
Call me Takeba.
Because that's my name. Why do you have a gun?
Huh? Well, it's sort of like a hobby? I mean, not a hobby, but...
It sort of seems like Japan fucking loves guns. Not in the same way America does either. They just think they're cool.
How it is these days. It's for self-defense. It's not a real gun, of course. It's getting late. You'll find your room at the end of the hall on the second floor.
You have fake guns for self-defense.
Your things should already be there. Why don't you get some rest?
Oh, I'll show you the way. Follow me. Here's your room. Pretty easy to remember, huh? Since it's all the way at the end here.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed me the entire route and didn't just jump here.
Do you have any questions?
Why'd you have a gun? What's the contract for?
Huh? Contract? What are you talking about?
Yukari doesn't seem to know what I'm talking about. That was indicated by her saying, "What are you talking about?" I was taking it in.
Can I ask you something?
Are you going to ask me what I was talking about?
On your way here from the station, was everything okay?
No, it was weird and green. What do you mean?
You don't know? I guess that means you're fine.
No, it was weird and green. There were coffins everywhere.
Well, okay. Don't worry about it then. I'd better get going.
Because she could have been like, huh? And you would have been like, oh, that's the sort of joke I do. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure you still have questions, but let's save them for later, okay?
Maybe there isn't an RPG in this. Maybe it's a game about going to school and just it being fine.
Good night.
Why did you turn up in your school uniform? You have to go to bed. You travelled to a late night school. Okay, it's fine. I get it. It's life in the dorm starts today. The room came pre-furnished and everything. I'm spent. I should put my things in the closet and get to bed early. Fuck you, cat. Oh, what was the cat's name? I recognise the voice. The cat's voice is in loads of games. I was playing one earlier. Hang on. We can. Well, it's not going to be Clive Barker's Undying, is it? Aw. Maybe Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I recognised her voice recently, and I was like, yeah, just constantly hearing that girl's voice. It's a character from Merlin, isn't it? You can save your game by pressing that button. Press the button. When you save your game, it saves a little bit of your past. You can go back to... Yeah, I understand. What? You can go back to that time by opening the menu but with Y and go back to system, selecting rewind. You can What's the difference between loading a game and rewinding? You will be free to yeah. Rewind does not save your new starting point automatically. If you use this function, make sure to continue your save game as necessary. What's the difference between rewinding and just loading a game? You can check tutorials that have been displayed. for opening the menu with the Y and going to the system tutorial. I can save my game. Like so. It's John Stranger. Been playing for 15 minutes, apparently. It's a Monday. And it's, you know, it's late night. It's 4/6. I don't know. Is that this? Are we January, February, March, April, May? Are we in April or are we in June? It depends on whose calendar we're using. We have ourselves a desk. We have ourselves a shelf, a closet, a calendar, and a bed. Lots of blue. It's like we're underwater right now. We have 3,000 yen to our name. We can go into the system. What's the what's the difference between rewind and load? We have a dictionary. Awata Dawi. I'm gonna butcher that name. I'm sorry. Place where students attending Gekukan High live. Normally, boys and girls would be housed in separate buildings, but due to certain circumstances, it's a co-ed dormitory. I'd probably messed around with these already. I have. I don't know why I said probably. With these, there's dungeons in this game, and daily life, and fusions, and a system. Okay, so does it include more, or like do you get more rewind options than you do save options? No social links, no quests, no stats. Yes, hello Craig. Well, specifically, it's out on Game Pass today because I didn't want to spend money. I have no persona. I cannot equip. I cannot use items. I have no skills. Here's a fridge. There's nothing particular I want to chill right now. Despite everything, it's still me. My reflection looks tired. Because I'm tired. I should put my stuff away and go to bed early. What's that cat called? It's a radiator. I wish I had a radiator instead of a fucking overnight storage heater. It's cooling unit. It's not turned on because it's comfortable temperature this season. His desk. The desk is clean and organized. I should be able to focus while studying here. I better put my stuff away. How are you? You're supposed to have a busy day today. In the closet for now. Well, let's go to the closet then. Purchasing DLC can be redeemed by checking the closet in your room. I have not purchased any DLC. Ooh. That's cool. There's a shelf. Nothing on the shelf yet. Calendar. Hangs on the wall. No specific plans are written on it at the moment. Right. Blimey. Must be good to get it all out there. Even just to like an individual person. Is there a TV? There is a TV. I'll watch TV another day. Oh, well, let us rest. Sleeping in your bed will allow you to advance forwards in time proceeding to the next day. School starts tomorrow. I should go to sleep early. I'm ready for the first day of school. Morgana, that's the name of the cat. Well, I hope it happens. I hope it doesn't. Your few months won't be as long as the few months it took for the bloody builder people to turn up. Sorry, I struggled saying that particular line out loud. It's a Takaba. Good morning. I am awake. I have flip-flops on.
Good morning. Did you sleep okay? I've been asked to show you the way to school.
It's like I teleported from last night to right now. That's how well I slept.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Great. Let's set out.
Oh, we have some more anime.
This is how we'll be getting to school every day. It's monorail. Pretty cool, huh?
Monorail. Why is the dorm not at the
Love
school?
the ride here. It almost feels like we're flying over the ocean. Oh, by
Alright.
the way, our school's at the last stop on this line. It's called Tatsumi Port Island. Have you heard of it? The whole
How fast are those fucking
Our
birds?
school's smack dab in the middle. Oh look, there it is now.
That does seem like a really cool monorail.
Morning.
Oh, I see. I mean,
Well, here we are. Allow me to welcome you to Gekukan High School. I hope you like it.
they should use some of the old songs, unless they're awful.
You'll be okay on your own from here, right? Let's see. I guess you should go see your homeroom teacher first. The faculty office is over there on the left. They'll tell you more when you get there. Well, that about does it. Any questions before I go?
I'm trying to remember the bosses from the second game. I cannot remember at all. Oh yeah, each dungeon was themed after a student. Ah, I wonder what the theme is for this game. I know obviously there's the guns and the suicide, but like, huh. Which class are you in?
Me? I don't know. I haven't looked at the classroom assignments yet. Hey, about last night. Don't tell anyone what you saw, okay?
Well, the fact that two of you have guns?
See you.
Or the spooky... No, I didn't tell you about the spooky stuff. There was a crowd forming in front of the bulletin board. That's not... bulletin board. I'll take a peek before going to the faculty office. You use the camera by you doing the thing you would normally do. And I can use the D-pad to reset it and look at closer. Camera will be locked in some locations. But you use the camera when you have the chance. So I can... Ah. Should have drunk that tea earlier, it's kind of cold. Class posters are posted, the rosters are posted, the rosters are rostered, and the posters are posted, and the rosters are posted, and the posted rosters. There, that's every single combination of those two words. My name is added on a small note off to the side. Class 2F, John Stranger. The name Yukari Takaba is also on the list. It seems I'll be in the same class as her. If I look at the map, I can see bread, I can see a sewing machine, I can see some documents, and I can see some arrows pointing downwards. Let us get some delicious bread. She's wearing a mask. That's the thing in Japan, isn't it? You have more important character energy about you. Boy wearing jersey and girl in uniform.
Cuz, what are you doing? Why are you wearing a jersey?
What do you mean, why? We've got practice after class, remember?
But we've got to attend the opening ceremony and go to class before all that. Hurry and head into your classroom so you can change into your normal uniform.
What? But I just... Okay, fine. Just quit glaring at me. So where's the bulletin board with all the class assignments?
It's literally right there, Cause. You're in class F. I'm in a different homeroom, so I can't keep an eye on you all the time. You got that?
Girl is up to scent. What about you? Teacher and store vendor. Kids these days don't know how to show respect to their elders. We're their teachers, we lived longer than them. But Moriyama and her friends had to pull that on me the very beginning of the term. Get it together, teacher.
See you.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to get to managing the shop. Even you're shooing me away. Some way to start the school year. I don't think my nerves can take this.
Oh dear.
All right. You want me to feel all of those cream-filled breads you like so much? I would like some cream-filled breads. Could have just asked. No, give me cream-filled breads.
Oh, deep.
You can also go upstairs. But it won't let me. It's home economics. It's the women's room. It's the men's room. Which we are allowed to enter. That's what those symbols mean. I can feel my mind starting to wander as I wash my hands. Whenever I see cherry blossoms in full bloom, it feels like springtime has finally arrived. We have ourselves... whatever the room that is. The art room. So I like these little posters. Still be relying on the symbols on the map, but posters will also help. There's also people like you. Faculty office, I think it's that way. New here, you should ask someone else. You have faces.
Now, listen closely. A true man should always carry the fiery soul of a samurai within them.
Right, so it's samurai and not samurai. I was never sure how to pronounce that word.
Our school curriculum nurtures the samurai spirit within our students so that they contribute to society.
Oh la la, how wonderful! I wish to set my soul on fire and learn the ways of the great samurai also.
That's what I like to hear, my boy. Though you hail from a foreign land, the samurai spirit burns within you all the same.
Ooh. Okay, well this is where it wants me to go, but let's distract ourselves. It's the nurse's office. Let's enter.
Oh, are you the new student? Huh. You're a second year, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Wow, you've lived in a lot of different places. Let's see, 10 years ago, your parents... I'm sorry, I've been so busy, I didn't have time to read this beforehand.
Oh no, now you have to read it out loud for the viewer to hear.
I'm Ms. Toriumi. I teach composition. Welcome to our school.
What's your first name?
You don't need to know my first name. Don't ask such things of a teacher.
Fair enough. I got brushed off. Maybe I could have gotten a different response if I'd been charmed to smooth.
Have you seen the classroom assignments? You're in 2F. That's my class. But first, we need to go to the auditorium. The welcoming ceremony will be starting soon.
Ugh.
Come on.
Of course, there's a welcoming ceremony.
And so, another new school year is upon us. I'd like each of you to remember the proverb. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Well, that makes you consider whether or not the job's actually worth doing. I feel like there's a lot more emphasis done on the second half of that sentence instead of the first half.
When applied to student life, this means...
Principal continues with his speech.
Hey, you came to school with Takeba-san this morning, right? I saw you two walking together. You must be pretty close, huh? What's the deal between you and her? Oh, and does she have a boyfriend? Nobody seems to know.
She does. She doesn't. I don't know.
Oh, really? I thought you might know, but guess not. Wait, how close are you guys?
Who's that? Someone's talking. Sounds like it's coming from Miss Toriumi's class.
That's not like this in the UK. Just nobody tattletale on the other students for talking during the assembly.
Hey, shh. Be quiet. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Japan seems a little more strict.
Sup, dude? How's it going?
Do all of these personas start off with like? Are the order so the first person who joins you in the second in Persona 4, Persona 5, the first person is a sort of lanky guy, a little bit rebellious, bit of a free spirit, bit of a how do I put this? Not a waster, but not somebody who screams responsibility, let's say. And then the second person to join will be a girl. I'm trying to think because it's the model in the fifth game. I'm trying to think of the fourth game. Oh, it was the energetic girl, wasn't it? Yes. Is it going to be exactly that again? So a sort of high-spirited girl followed by a irresponsible boy.
What? Don't look at me like that.
And you are?
Me? Call me Junpei. Junpei Yori.
Okay.
I transferred here when I was a second year in middle school. It's pretty tough being the new kid at first, you know? So I just wanted to say, hey, see what a nice guy I am?
So yeah, I guess we've already met the girl.
Hey, it's Yuka-tan! Didn't think we'd be in the same class again.
There you go again, acting like everybody's best friend. Try not to make him uncomfortable, okay?
What? I was just being friendly.
If you say so. Anyway, who'd have thought we'd be in the same homeroom?
It must be fate. You don't have the courage to say this right now. Maybe I could say stuff like this without hesitation if I was at least determined.
Anyway, who'd have thought we'd be in the same homeroom?
Is that the rewind happening? It must be fate.
Anyway, who'd have...
It must be fate. Alright, fine. Fuck you.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
funny, huh?
Hello? Are you forgetting I'm in this class too? Anyway, I gotta ask. I heard you guys walk to school together. What's up with that? Come on, give me the dirt.
I'm all into this gossip idea.
Huh? What are you talking about? We just happen to live in the same dorm. Why do people always jump to conclusions? Have rumors been spreading about this already? Now I'm worried.
It's gonna take a while for this game to get going, isn't it?
Hey, you didn't tell anyone about you-know-what, did you?
You mean the guns you had strapped to you? You know what?
Don't tell me you forgot already. Seriously, don't say anything about last night, okay?
See, that makes it sound much more serious than it was. Yeah, like...
What?
Last night?
Wait a minute, don't get the wrong idea. Listen, I just met him yesterday, and there is absolutely nothing between us. Jeez, I have to go now. There's something I need to take care of for the archery team. You better not start any more rumors.
Who cares? No one takes rumors seriously anyway. She's so paranoid.
Is there a rumor about the midnight hour?
But hey, it's your first day here, and people are already talking about you. Believe it or not, she's actually pretty popular. You're the man. Well, here's to a fun
Yeah, it's like the first character is always dedicated to somebody going, "Do you mean a device was... No, it wasn't." The first character introduced in the game is always in charge of being like, "Hey, you're cool, and everyone thinks you're cool. I represent how cool everyone is going to think you are."
You're ready to head out? We can walk to the station together.
So, voice-wise, so the cat, fucking Morgana from Persona 5, is in goddamn everything. In fact, there's at least one game where her voice is a twist, and it's like, I know the voice, you can't hide it from me. What was I going to say? I was playing Final Fantasy Remake, and Johnny's... there's a character called Johnny in that, and Johnny is the first guy who joins you in Persona 4. He's also in... Ooh, hang on. I mean, loads of people might be in Kingdom Hearts. Where's page 1? Did I play it? I must have played it. Like, there aren't that many games. Let's have a look. Maybe I didn't. Horror game. Evil Within. He's Joseph in Evil Within as well. Anyway. I also... This is already doing the game treats you as if, like, even though it says your charisma is not very high, it actually treats you like you're super charismatic regardless of what you say. And you have this sort of magnetic personality. Everyone's constantly like, yeah, what do you think? And you're like a blank, like, yeah, I agree, person who never says anything. It's sort of weird. Especially with Persona 5, I felt like the two people, like, had better chemistry with each other than they did with you, but they never treated it like such. I'll just follow you around. If you want to leave, head for the front entrance. Sorry, did I read that first line out loud? Quite. Okay. Trying to see if there's anyone. Guy's indifferent. Right. Well, is there any reason not to immediately leave? Yeah. Trying to leave. Go to the floor down. What, did you figure out something? Oh, yeah, whatever. No. Well, these conversations are presumably important. Yare. Just because it's a new school year doesn't mean students should be running wild. What you gonna do when new students come for you? It's up to me to reinforce order. That is, once I've officially become a member of the disciplinary committee. And that Final Fantasy VIII had one of those.
You think so?
You're making such a sour face again. Odagiri-kun, I guess some things never change. So one thing that doesn't ever change is obviously glasses. If you look there on my face, it's distorted. My face goes smaller because of the glasses, because they're doing something. They exist for a purpose. I'm short-sighted. I can't see things that are far away. Therefore, it needs to focus them in to make them correct so I can see things. If I was long-sighted, my face, you know, there's somebody at work who's long-sighted and his eyes are huge because of his glasses. And his glasses are doing fucking nothing. The transfer student's going to be 2F. Oh my gosh, if he turns out to be really cute, want to steal a pic? But not like a... Oh yes, apparently he's staying at Awadare dorm, the one Takuma's staying at. I'm right here, you're talking about me. But isn't it weird to transfer schools as a second year? I wonder if he was a troublemaker at the last school. Okay, nothing to buy just yet. Not seeing any conversations. Let us exit. Yep.
That's right.
Riding on cars. Is that the track team? Check out the jocks. Oh, he's talking now.
You thinking about joining a club? I'll wait. New members gotta wait a while before they can apply. Your stop's at Iwatodai, right?
Horns, man. Must be nice. Talk about living life wild and free.
Is that what living in dorms is like?
Well, I'm going this way, so see you tomorrow.
I reserve judgment. Persona 5 had really, really good music. Like that jazz was great. Persona 4 less so. I mean, I've got nothing against the song. Seems nice. But like, what time will tell if it kind of forms into a sort of coherent soundtrack. It's a vending machine. There's drinks I've never heard of before. Maybe I'll buy some next time. There's a cat. Ah, better keep my distance. Call from this area. Is everything okay? Ah, not this again. It's the same as the weird syndrome being reported all over the news. What weird syndrome? We should better check out the news. Pamphlets have been posted on phone booth. What year is this made? Mobile phones have been out for a while. Like, I had a mobile phone in school. Not a very good one, not a smartphone, but still. I had a Nokia. Wild Duck Burger. It seems like a popular item. I'll try it sometime. Ooh. Zuki-chan. Goes Max Scott. Something staring at something with its big round eyes. Another vending machine. Doesn't seem like I can interact with anything just yet, but it's... I'm gonna have to get to know the place. So... I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going. Can spin as well. Get a bong from here. Takoyaki. Ah, it's octopus! Lip smacking good. You'll be asking for more before you know. I always want to try that. I like that the takoyaki is holding up a gun in the picture there. Was this drum and bass? I mean, there's a lot of drums and a lot of bass. Genres. I work for a music company. But that doesn't mean I'm good at identifying genres. Look how many bikes there are. Ah, I'm gonna have to get an electric bike, and I'm really annoyed at that. Oh, it's you again. This is where I came from. This is the strip mall. Use the town map to navigate your surroundings and move from one location to another. You visit as many spots in town as you can, and they'll be added to the map. Formerly a hotel, renovated as a dormitory for Kokukan high students. Unlike other schools' dorms, it's inhabited by both girls and boys. Let's go to the front entrance. Yeah, sure. What's your first day at school? Not too bad.
Yes.
Don't hesitate to ask your classmates for help if you need it. Who are you then? Apologies, I didn't mean to keep you here. You've had a long day, so go get some rest. You can't rhyme biz with biz.
Oh, welcome back.
What are you doing? Not much. How about you? Just killing time, I guess. Probably getting tired after your first day, huh? Maybe you should go to bed early. Heyo. What?
I'm going out for a bit. Have you seen the newspapers lately? There's a lot going on.
I know. Severe cases of apathy syndrome are suddenly developing in people who showed no symptoms prior.
Well, this seems like a theme.
It's been quite a topic of discussion. They say it's due to stress, but...
Yeah, right. It's gotta be them.
Who are they?
Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
You have a one-track mind. Will you be okay out there on your own?
Don't worry. I'm just getting a little practice.
What a curious conversation.
This isn't a game, Akihiko.
It is a game! It's called Persona 3! Lies! Try and gaslight me. It's a new day. Yes, it is. I can hear people talking.
Have you heard?
There's a rumor about the bathroom.
Hold up.
It's old news. Besides, it's just a ghost story, not a rumor. You're talking about the one girl, right? The second year? She stopped coming to school and just sits around staring at walls all day. And walls are notoriously boring. Whenever her mum tries to talk to her, the only thing she says is, "It's coming. It's coming."
What?
Is that really how the story goes, eh? Whatever. It's probably all made up anyway. Some disturbing rumors seem to be spreading around the school. First bell has rung. It's afternoon now. Thanks, Blue Lines.
Okay, time for class.
Open your textbooks and we'll take a look at the first novel by Zenzu Kasai. Ugh, why him? Been more interested in Tota Kaneko's works lately. His essays are fantastic. He's also a famous haiku poet. I wonder why this isn't in the textbook. Well, I guess I'll bring his book next time. Speaking of haiku, they often use words or phrases related to seasons, but it's easy to get them mixed up. Yeah, haikus are supposed to be about nature. People forget that rule. For example, you'd think tasty bamboo shoots and vivid carp streamers would symbolize spring. I use Twitch a lot, but I don't follow the vivid carp streamers myself. Well, they're actually related to summer. Oh. Haiku poets usually refer to seasons based on lunar calendar, making it fairly complicated. That meant very little to me. I know nothing about carp.
Hey.
Iori, are you listening? Here's a question for you. Among these phrases, a rain of flowers, mystical mirage, and vivid carp streamers, which one symbolizes summer? Ooh, it's vivid carp streamers. When going about your day-to-day life, you'll come across certain actions that require the use of one of these stats: academics, charm, and courage. Social stats can be raised by doing various things around the city, by answering questions correctly in class, just like in real life. Keep an eye out for those activities that might help you hone those skills. Why, it's vivid carp streamers, the same as in the UK.
Exactly.
We're listening to me after all. By the way, Mystical Mirage and Rain of Flowers represent spring. Mirage is a natural phenomenon that occurs around late March, late to early June. Rain of Flowers refers to the spring showers around the time cherry blossoms bloom, or blossom, as it were. It's not literally raining flowers. That's very fucking crazy. Make sure you remember all that. Our next topic is... Haha, well, you know how much I like to pay attention. You saved my bacon, John. Don't think we're getting a secret cat in this one, because it'd be too easy to spot it. Hang on, why are we sitting in the middle of the room like a dork? We should be next to a window like all the other main characters. Stranger Goon gave him the answer just now. He must have a good memory or something. I hear my classmate whisper. He has a good memory for things that happened several seconds ago. I become slightly more popular because being good at school makes you popular. That's how that works. Oh, we've only got 3 social stats. Ah. Well, that is a change. After school. Class is ended for today. Let's head back to the dorm. I would like to hit a monster, please, game. The Abadari Strip Mall is bustling with activity. I definitely didn't mispronouncing that word. In the afternoon. Oh, how's my cold tea? It's cold.
Oh, he's back.
So, this is our new guest.
How sophisticated this gentleman is.
Good evening. My name is Shuji Ikutsuki. I'm the chairman of the board for your school. Ikutsuki. Hard to say, isn't it?
Ikutsuki. No?
That's why I don't like introducing myself. Even I get tongue-tied sometimes. Please, have a seat.
It might be hard to remember, but it's not hard to say.
Regarding your accommodations, but it may take a bit longer before you receive the proper room assignment. Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Who else lives here?
There are only 4 students in this dorm. You, Takeba-kun here, Kirijo-kun, and a 3rd year named Akihiko Sanada-kun. I hope you all get along. Do you have another question?
Why are you here?
To welcome you, of course. You don't mind, do you? Speaking of which, Takeba-kun, have you seen Kirijo-kun by any chance?
She's upstairs.
As diligent as always. But it couldn't hurt to come down and say hello. Is there anything else?
The other night I saw...
You saw... something strange? Like what? You were probably just tired. I wouldn't worry about it.
Guns. People strapped with guns. Something doesn't seem right.
Any other questions?
No, I'm good.
Excellent. Here's to a wonderful school year.
I enjoy the detail of the really fucking messy wires right there.
Now, if you'll excuse me. I'm sure you're worn out from all these formalities. You may want to consider going to bed early.
No!
As they say, the early bird catches the book.
Nobody says that.
Get it? Bookworm? Because you're students?
Oh, I see. You're making a pun.
Clever, isn't it?
Yes.
You'll get used to his lame jokes. I guess I'll head back to my room too. Like the chairman said, you should get some rest. Transferring schools is a real pain when you're not used to it. Good night.
I should listen to them and go rest in my room.
Hello there. So, how's he doing?
He went to bed a little while ago. He's currently fast asleep.
There's science going on in this room.
Mr. Chairman, do you think he's...
Main character to a Persona game.
Well, let's wait and see for now. The dark hour is approaching.
Huh.
Come on, what do you say? I can't leave a pretty girl standing around in the cold like this.
What do you think, Naomi? I mean, I'm cool with it, but if my parents found out...
They don't need to know. Just drop them a text. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
This sucks. I'm serious. I was scared shitless.
Nice story, though.
That was the Bayside Rockers, brought to you by KJ. And that's all for tonight, folks. Tune in again next week, same time, same place.
The program you just heard was sponsored by Kirijo Electronics, bringing the future to you. The time is now 12 a.m.
In the midnight hour. Green.
Huh?
Oh dear. This looks like a man in need of a gun.
What the...
It's gooey.
What's happening to me?
He's gooey? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut that off. It's the moon. It's the moon. It's the dark hour.
He's still sleeping. The dark hour occurs every day at 12 midnight. You could say it's the hidden hour. During this time, an ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that occurs.
What?
Then he must be...
As you can see, he's retained his human form. He may be asleep, but he's definitely experiencing the dark hour.
Oh, sweet. So they all get an extra hour's sleep.
The only question that remains is whether or not he has the potential.
Ah, I want to have the... give me the midnight hour. Yeah, I'm often up at that time anyway, but that's not the point.
Though, come to think of it, he must. If he didn't, they would have preyed on him by now.
Oh. Oh, he's got a potential, okay.
Scary.
In any case, we should continue to monitor him for a few more days.
So there's more people who knows about this in this game.
Yes, sir.
I feel kind of bad, though, spying on him like this.
Yeah, yeah, you should feel bad. It's this goblin man. I know you.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Yay!
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
So it was a car in...
This is Elizabeth. She's a resident here, like myself.
So in 4 it's a car, in 5 it's a prison, and in this one it's a lift. Or an elevator if you prefer.
Pleased to meet you.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
I guess this is what makes the main character unique.
Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place.
The document I signed at the dorm.
From now on, you shall be welcome here as a guest in the Velvet Room. You were destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my assistance to do so.
Well, that lady there.
I only ask one thing in return. Abide by your contract and assume full responsibility for the choices you make.
I mean, you've given me a rewind button, but sure. Is this a dream?
Precisely. You are fast asleep in the real world as we speak. This visit of yours is merely a dream. However, you will come here of your own accord, sooner or later. Hold on to this.
It's the velvet key.
Until we meet again.
It's Thursday now. Feels like I had a strange dream. It's time to go to school. So see, why you get an extra hours of sleep? Actually, I guess the coffin people don't. Times like these, the best course of action is to sleep during class. That adrenaline rush you get from dozing off right in front of your teacher can really spice up your dreams. I know what you mean. It's real addicting, isn't it? Ain't it? After you build up the courage to do it once, you've got to try it again. Then again, since I'm not listening to lecture, I'm pretty much screwed on it later. But we can have classical literature today. That means we're stuck with Mr. Nasty Old Ecoda. I would like to hit my monster please game. I'm Mr. Ecoda. I'll be your classic literature teacher. We'll be learning about good old Japan through some truly great stories. Exciting, right? Now, some people say classical lit isn't relevant anymore, but oh, they are wrong. The other students, they don't know what they're talking about. Nobody really understands it like they should. I'm feeling sleepy. Should I close my eyes for a few minutes? Close your eyes. I can feel the teacher's glare as I start nodding off. It's like my courage is being tested. Sorry, I'm timid now.
So, how's it going? Want to stop somewhere on the way home?
Where?
I don't know. Maybe grab a bite to eat? That's right. You're new around here.
Yes.
No worries. I'll show you. It's just around the corner from here. Let's go.
Game power.
Whenever I hang out with the guys from school, we end up coming here. There's a karaoke box, an arcade. Oh yeah, you can rent out CDs too.
I used to rent out CDs. Fortunately, the library's not there anymore.
And there's that club over there. Not that I've ever gone in myself.
Happy Punch.
Place may not look like much, but I'm not complaining. Let's check out the CDs first. Oh, whoa, that's new. I gotta try this. Let me show you my mad crane game skills. Ah, damn it!
Oh, they weren't mad at all. That's interesting. It's whenever my keyboard resets, I think. Sorry about that.
I'm not leaving empty-handed. Dude, I'm gonna look from the side. Yeah, that's it, yo. One more try. Just one more.
I hung out with Junpei for a while before heading back to the dorm. Evening now. Thank you, Blue Lines. You're pretty late. I don't mean to be overbearing. Please don't make this a regular occurrence. Well, in any case, you look quite tired. Why don't you go to bed early tonight? LB will display a map of your current location and shortcuts that allow you to fast travel. When it's displayed, you can open town maps directly from the shortcut selection screen. Shortcuts, destinations, even shortcut functions itself may be unavailable in certain situations. He's minding his biz. So mind your own biz. We've been playing for an hour. None of these do anything still. Hang on. System. I don't understand the rewind. What's the difference between rewind and load game? Okay, no. So we have 3 load games. But we have 5 rewinds. Oh. Kokukan High School, Yukari, Mitsuri, and the others attend, stands at the center of a man-made island known as Satsumi Port Island. I think we've read that one already. A contract made with a mysterious boy at the entrance of the dorm. It says, I choose this fate of mine of my own free will. The Velvet Room, ultramarine blue room that exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Place only those who have fulfilled their contract are allowed to visit. Velvet key unlocks the door to the Velvet Room. It's a brilliant ultramarine cue. A mysterious syndrome, apathy syndrome, has been spreading recently. Every person will suddenly become lethargic and unresponsive the next day. News claims it to be stress related. Oh. I guess there was a dorm mother here once who cooked and stuff, but it's just us students now. Maybe that's why we have such a nice kitchen. Seems like a waste not to use it. Yeah, it does. I don't know that I'd really be able to make good use of it though. If Kajiro Senpai doesn't do stuff ever like cooking, I'd feel bad if no one ever used it.
Oh, right.
I must say the moon looks quite stunning on this hazy spring night. Though tempting as it is to spend a night such as this gazing at the sky, I suggest you head to bed early and get some rest. Don't worry, there'll be more full moons. Ha ha ha. Say what? Say what? What's upstairs? What's in that room? Yeah, I want to know. It's a conversation room. What is the rest of this building dedicated to? Oh, is this the song? Is this the same lyrics as Star Ocean? Because it's weird and speared up and terrible in Star Ocean. Sorry, I didn't even, yeah. It's really weird, that version of the song. He said Burning Desire and I'm like, hang on a minute. Where have I heard that before? Yeah, you said that and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh, I thought it was just like, oh, that's a famous song. No, it's the song. Okay, which is in like 12 different games. It sounds a lot better when it's in the actual speed and set to the correct beat. And Jet Set Radio. was it Jet Set Future? One of them. Yeah, I would have been disappointed had they removed it. I'm surprised nobody's made a YouTube video about, like, that fucking song that gets put in. Like, just Japan had one CD and it passed around it to everyone. I feel exhausted. Maybe it's because I haven't got used to living here. It is on Game Pass, so, if you don't want to spend more than £7... Who was that old man from the dream I had last night? What was that contract all about? Well, no, he's not asleep at the midnight hour.
How is he?
Looks like he's a little worn out. He went to bed without changing out of his uniform. Other than that, nothing has changed since last night.
Very interesting. Even those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first. Memory loss, disorientation. This subject is rather unique. He hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
But we're treating him like a guinea pig.
Oh, don't look at it like that. The two of you are classmates, right? Consider it an opportunity to have someone your own age here. Besides, we need all the help we can get.
I guess that's true, but still.
I'm gonna need 3 more reasons. Sorry, that's somebody else's bit.
Command room speaking. Akihiko, what's wrong?
You're not gonna believe it. This thing is huge.
It's just gonna cut to him eating a curry.
Unfortunately, it's chasing after me right now.
Could still be the curry.
I'm almost back. Just letting you know in advance.
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
Mr. Chairman, that's enough observation for now. We need to prepare for combat.
Right. Be careful.
Akihiko!
I'm all right. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second.
This is no time to joke around.
Is it one of them, Sanada-kun?
Yeah, but not an ordinary one.
Some monsters in my JRPG?
What was that? You've got to be kidding me.
Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room.
They both have really tiny mouths.
Takeba, go upstairs and wake him up. Then escape out the back.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You're the one who led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm going to have you fight.
It's not like I asked it to follow me.
What are you waiting for, Takeba? Go!
So they've all got armbands as well.
Okay.
A loud noise woke me up. I should check what's happening outside.
There's no time to explain. We have to get out of here now.
All right.
Hurry! To the first floor. We'll leave through the back. Wait! Take this just in case.
Is it a fucking gun? No, it's a sword. Fair enough, I was not expecting a sword.
Alright. We should be safe now.
Takeba, do you read me?
Yes, I hear you.
Be careful. There appears to be more than one enemy. The primary one's lurking somewhere nearby.
What? Oh, let's pull back.
Oh dear.
Let's go.
Let's get upstairs. Good idea.
It's getting closer. You need to calm down. It's gonna be okay.
Oops, sorry. Yep, can't replay that line for some reason.
Sorry. What was that? Don't tell me it got inside. It's getting closer. Keep moving. Hurry. Right. If we go out through here, then
It's all green.
I've locked the door, so we should be safe for now. Huh?
It's the moon.
No way.
Well, they're strong climbers. Oh, it's... No, it's just the one. And they're armed.
That's it. One of the monsters that attacked us. It's a shadow.
No, you have to aim it at them. What are you doing? The gun is facing the wrong direction. What are you doing now? But it's up to... How can he slap?
It's here.
He should have hit us in that room. It seems safe there. Let's see what he does. I am thou, and thou art I.
Go on.
So. I am thou, thou art I. From the sea of thy soul I come. I am Orpheus, master of strings.
Huh.
Just as we thought.
There was a robot man in my head, and I shot it out. There was the fucking dude inside of that dude? And its wings are coffins. What happened to Orpheus? I'm glad he gets the fight. It's all wiggly. I like a cinematic mode has that curve. There's my persona. There's my persona. Why are there two of them?
What on earth was that?
Okay, this is strange. No, there were none of them.
Is it over?
And there's their little ones.
No! Get away from me!
I need to protect her.
Those shadows! Did they break off from that other one?
Right, I have some ability. It's Cowardly Maya. Maya who? Maya he. Maya ha. Maya ha ha. That we only. This is Maya who and Maya he. Let's attack. Oh, the sword's coming in handy. We have Aggie from Orpheus. It will cost me 3 SP. Ooh, it's weak against that. Let's kill this one. The monsters are gone. I got to play some computer games.
Are you okay? Oh, come on! Can you hear me? Oh, say something!
Back into the velvet room.
It's so good to see you again.
Hello, Igor.
You lost consciousness after awakening to your power.
Ah,
Ooh, I see that it was Orpheus who heeded your call. Very interesting.
he's the god of dreams, is he not?
That was the
That's
power of persona. The manifestation
That's
of
Morpheus. They connect. Hang on, Orpheus is. I'm sure there'll be a dictionary to tell me. Persona.
A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli.
Huh.
You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships.
It is literally a mask in one of the following games. Mask.
The power of a persona is the power
The
of
fifth one.
one's soul. And the soul is fueled by the depth of one's bonds. As you form these bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop.
Huh.
The strength of these social links will foster the growth of your persona abilities. Please remember this. Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord. Until then,
Via a Honda Accord.
farewell.
So there's somebody I know who's going to be streaming tonight and they haven't started their stream. My head is getting clearer. I'm assuming it's taken a while to download or something happened. I can feel somebody's presence beside me.
You're awake!
Where the fuck am I?
How do you feel?
Where am I?
Thank goodness you finally woke
Sumi Memorial Hospital. It's just a short walk from the station. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong. He said you were just exhausted. Hey, I'm sorry I wasn't helpful at all back there. But wow, that power of yours was really something.
What were those things?
You mean the shadows? They're what we're fighting against. And that power you used, we call it Persona.
That's the name of the game.
Don't worry, we'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I wanted to tell you something. I can kinda relate. To you, I mean.
What do you mean?
My dad died in an accident when I was little. And my mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, aren't you? To be honest, I already heard about your past.
Cool, I haven't heard about my past yet.
But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine too. This was a while ago, but there was a big explosion in the area. Supposedly, my dad died in the blast, but nobody really knows what happened. At the time, he was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group.
Oh, that's gonna come up later.
So I'm hoping if I stick around long enough, I'll find out more about it. That's why I'm going to Gekukan High. And why I was there when this happened to you. Not that I was much help. I kinda panicked. That was my first time facing them too. Sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I weren't such a coward.
It's not your fault.
Thanks. Sorry for telling you all this the minute you opened your eyes. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him the truth.
I woke up with great hair.
So thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you're okay. They said you could leave once you regain consciousness, so I think you're free to go home. See you!
Farewell. It's the evening now.
Oh, welcome back.
So relieved now that you are out of the hospital. Don't push yourself though, you want to get home some rest. Oh, fucking hell. Everyone is the cat in this game. We're safe now.
Hey.
Kirijo Senpai said she'll be late today. I guess she's processing some paperwork for you. Don't overdo it to school tomorrow. Hang on, I can teleport, can't I? Long time no see. What's up? Did you have a upset stomach or something? Got something to tell you. What happened? Actually, wait, I'm not supposed to spiel. Sorry, man. I forget you heard anything. Ha 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 ha! Someone's full of energy today. I could hear you all the way from over there. You two didn't come to school together, even though you're in the same dorm.
Are you stupid or something?
I've heard enough about that. Anyway, Stranger-kun, are you feeling better? Sorry to hit you with this so soon after you've recovered, but the chairman wants to talk to you today. Head to the dorm after school and come up to the 4th floor. Don't forget, okay? Are you being called out by the chairman? What the heck did you do?
It's not like that.
It's nothing serious. Come on, he's gonna be late if we're just standing around talking.
Can we call it a day?
That's enough about mammoths. I don't see the big deal. They're just huge elephants. Fuck you, Mr. Oh-no. Mammoths are cool. Elephant's cool as well. Well, that wraps it up for the Stone Age. I'm tired of these lessons about fossils. rather talk about the Sengoku era. No fossils then. Japanese history is not exciting enough until then. But it's not what I'm paid to do, so here we are. It's not easy being an adult. Next is the German period. When do the samurai get the day in the sun? Just ask a question at random and call it a day. Stranger-kun. Places where people dump their waste in the German period. What are they called nowadays? Fucking, I don't know. Middens. That's right. I got, yeah, go me. They're called middens. The word is Scandinavian in orange and means dunghill. Didn't work, so not interested in this at all. But I want to get to the edge of katanas. Everything else is so dull. Answered correctly. Everyone in the class is like, it's fucking cool. He knew about the middens. Yeah, when I answered questions in my school correctly, I remember everyone in my class being like, yeah, he's so fucking cool. And my stats went up, probably. I don't know. It's a long time ago. Hundreds of years.
Hey. Wanna walk home together?
Sure.
We live in the same dorm and all, and I've been a little worried. What if you pass out again on the way home? I feel responsible for that, you know? Let me make it up to you.
Why would you be responsible for that? Did you cause that?
Come on, let's go. Home safe.
It's gonna take a while for me not to think da 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 da, like to the point that like I've not heard that song in years, and like just it's playing in my head now because we're going through schools and stuff. Oh look, she's reflected on the window. Evening.
I'm glad you're feeling okay now. Well, I guess I'll head up first.
I'm gonna know the lyrics to this song by the end of the game though.
Like I said this morning, meet me on the 4th floor. The chairman should be waiting for us.
Oh, he does say let's dance. Question mark. What's that thing shining on my bed? It's the Twilight fragment. I haven't seen anything like this before. I should hold on to it for now. I'm trying to think of the lyrics to the song in Star Ocean 3. And it definitely has Burning Desire in it, which is how I picked it up after Craig mentioned it an hour before. It has Dance and Romance in it as well, because they're cutting up a song. They're waiting for you inside.
There you are. Looks like you've recovered. I'm glad to see that. There are some things I need to discuss with you.
There you go. Thank you, Craig.
I asked you to see me so soon after your discharge from the hospital. Please, have a seat. Oh, before that. I believe I mentioned his name before, but this is Sanada-kun.
Hey there.
Boy, you went grey really quick.
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Excuse me?
That's a reasonable reaction.
Yes, all those choices I had there.
However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you first arrived here? You had to have noticed the signs.
Well, that's how I found the place, yes.
Streetlights going out, things that stopped working, the inexplicable appearance of coffins.
Oh, those signs.
With so many everything's amiss, didn't it feel like you'd stepped into a different time? That's the Dark Hour. A time period hidden between one day and the next.
Between Metal Gear?
It occurs each night as the clock strikes 12. It will happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins.
The fuck?
But that's not what makes the Dark Hour so interesting.
I mean, it partly is, surely.
You saw them. Those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the Dark Hour and attack anyone who roams free outside the coffins. It's our job to defeat them. Pretty exciting, huh?
Akihiko, why are you always like this? You just got hurt the other day.
Now, he does his work well in any case. I'll get to the point. We are the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad. SEAS for short.
SEAS.
On paper, we're classified as a school club. But in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
I enjoy that it uses the school clubs was like it's a very Japanese thing. You see, obviously you see it in all these animes and stuff. Not that there aren't clubs in American schools and British schools and stuff like that, but the sort of rules and structures to them are kind of unique. The emphasis.
And I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse.
Apathy syndrome. I'm sure you've heard of it. We sometimes refer to those who suffer from this as the lost.
I'm looking forward to fighting Lost Number in Final Fantasy Rebirth. I think that'll be a standout fight.
They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
How do you fight them?
Although rare, there are those who can function during the Dark Hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight shadows. That's known as persona, the power you called upon the other night. Shadows can only be defeated by persona users.
Huh.
That means you are the only ones who stand a chance against them.
So I'm looking at the recommended channels. I'm surprised more people aren't playing this. Also, oh, hello, Cafe Claire. Yeah, they are. I don't like that I'm covering them up, but I guess it's just the main character. What was I going to say? It's very healthy, clubs. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to cohere a thought. They build clubs for troubled youths because having young people have hobbies is a good way to not have them get in trouble. But I guess because they're essentially mandatory in well, I don't know if they're mandatory in Japan. From what I can glom off anime and stuff, the sort of semi-mandatory nature of them, sort of extra skills and stuff. Although I also know it's very stressful, but the suicide rate in Japan is incredibly high. Might have something to do with the fucking imagery in this particular game. But yeah, both those do seem useful and fun.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
All right.
Who was afraid you'd say no? I'm glad to hear you're on board.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to think because like, I'm trying to think back, cast my mind back to school. Obviously, there's things like Scouts as well. Scouts is kind of lame, though. But that's just you going to a hall with, like, 10 people, and I don't know, I wasn't at Scouts long enough to actually do anything interesting. There was also a thing called St. John's Ambulance, where they taught people first aid. But every time a new person joined, they just restarted the course. It was really weird. So I went for like 3 weeks and was like, we're just starting the same things every... Like, I had no idea. But like, I'm trying to think of that. At school, it was always just like going to the library and stuff. It wasn't... Like, in Japan, it's like you have to requisition an amount. So I've watched an anime about an after-school club of filmmakers. And it's I've forgotten what it's called. But it's like there's already a movie club, so they have to sort of... It's about that, but it's also just about animation in general. So it's all lots of the scenes are dedicated to like these animation techniques and stuff like that, and there's lots of cool animation in it. It's an excuse to show off the knowledge of animators. But like a lot of it is just like them trying to get permission to build the club. You've got to find a teacher to run the club, and there's got to be a certain amount of money. There's like a board. Like they take it really seriously. It's not like, yeah, get a room, get and do the thing.
Thank you so much. Truly. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay in the room you have now?
It's probably a really good way to build up a network of people you know as well.
I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up? But wasn't that... Oh, never mind.
I joined Seas to fight the shadows, as we don't get to name the thing. I can hear a voice ringing inside my head. Well, that's just me, don't worry. I am thou, and thou art I.
I am thou. Thou art I.
Yeah. That seems like a psychological technique.
Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana.
Okay. But yeah, like you've put a cost in, so now, yeah, there's you're less likely to try and back out of it. Oh, see, just the concept of being in this club is the Fool Arcana. I feel my inner strength growing. I recall what Igor said about the power of social links.
Well, that's all for today. I'll follow up with you regarding our club activities later on.
I mean, considering the emphasis on apathy, because I think Persona 4 has an exact thing. It's like the worst thing, apathy. And giving you things to care about as well. It's very... As somebody who has very much has to resist the urge to recede, it's one of the reasons why I stream. So I'm actually talking to people even if I'm never going out. Yeah. It is there's a baked-in excuse to hang out without, particularly when, you know, for young people who might struggle with that sort of thing. I mean, old people might struggle with that sort of thing as well, but like, you know, it's regimented in such a way where it's like, no, that's just what you do. Yeah. Certain terms have been displayed before in messages, along with the description. Oh yeah, I know about the dictionary. You don't need to tell me.
I apologize for gathering you all here on your precious day off. Tomorrow is Sunday, so take some time to relax. Well then, shall weekend this meeting?
Yeah. Just saying secrets in very open spaces.
You know, because it's the weekend. Shall we end? Shall week end? Get it?
I do feel sorry for the localizer that had to change that joke into a brand new joke. Well, a joke that presumably made slightly more sense into this joke. Make a pun from these ingredients.
Hi, how have you been?
You are a mysterious, mysterious boy. And you are?
We've met before.
I do remember you helped me with the contract.
Soon, the end will come.
That doesn't sound good.
I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
That's fair enough. Could just be fucking rude to him if you want. I don't exactly love that I'm covering his face. The end. Oh,
It's the end of everything.
It's not the end of a Heartache. That's an album by some band.
To be honest, I don't really know much about it. More importantly, it looks like you've awakened to your power. And what an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It might even prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up.
They do that. So this is a Harbinger. And it's interesting. Like other JRPGs don't have them. Horror movies tend to have them. Cabin in the Woods has one. He's called the Harbinger because it's the you know, they go to the gas station at the start of the film, and it's like, oh, you fucking dive going that direction, and they go, what a strange fellow. But in this, it always teases, it's going to be bad, but you might be able to save things. I don't know. I'm just a strange boy.
Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment. I'm always watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
Okay, so presumably what you are is so Final Fantasies, I'll try and be really quick with this. Final Fantasies have 4 villains. Every single Final Fantasy 7 and onwards have 4 villains. They are like a tyrant, like a king, so like tyrant. And at the back of the box will say, "No, you are in a kingdom and there's a bastards in it," and that's the king and his army. There'll be like a knight, a sort of rival, like the main character, same age. He might be a love rival, right? And that he'll work for the king typically. So there's two characters in every single Final Fantasy. There'll be like a sort of puppet master or god type thing, and you know, when the tyrant stops being relevant, the knight will work for the puppet master, and sometimes even the king as well, because it's not about like power necessarily, it's about knowledge. And the puppet master, so in Final Fantasy 12 that would be the Ocuria, and you don't fight the Ocuria, but they have a fight. It's one of those summons. But they're important to the plots. That's how the villains work. And the fourth one, the wild card, and the wild card sort of swings in at the last. It's somebody seemingly innocent or seemingly irrelevant or powerless, who has the knowledge of, say, the puppet master, or at least more knowledge than the tyrant and the knight, and then swings in at the last second with their newfound knowledge. And you know, Final Fantasy VII Hojo is a classic example of that archetype, right? Persona doesn't do exactly the same thing. It does but it has, I would say, 3 of those, and different things are always going to share those archetypes, because again, it's not necessarily about strength, it's about knowledge. And what this boy is an after the tyrant story beat. It's one of the. So, Persona 5, you fight the headmaster. Not headmaster, sorry, the fucking mayor, whatever, president, Japan. And, like, the game pretends he's the villain, and then the game says, oh, actually, there's something else behind. It's a puppet master behind the tyrant. And obviously, there's a knight in Persona 5 as well. It's, I forget his name, the polite boy, yes. But it's not exactly the same. That's a Final Fantasy thing. All stories sort of share that. But, like, Persona does it subtly different. But anyway, obviously the Final Fantasy especially leans very heavily on the monomyth. Final Fantasy X explicitly goes out its way to reference the monomyth. In Final Fantasy Remake, they quote the monomyth with the belly of the beast, to the point that I predicted the name of the chapter before the chapter came up. But so Final Fantasy Remake adds a 5th villain archetype, which is interesting because that didn't fucking exist. I've not ever seen that in a game before. But like, that's what you do if you cut a game into a third, where you're gonna have to add a plot that only exists within that game. So it has a beginning, middle, and end. So they had to add a new villain archetype rather than just you ending with the Vander villain. That's why the Whispers exist in that game. But as storytelling devices, the reason why it exists is because scale. You want to scale story beats. So you have long, short, medium-term goals, and different villains with different reasons fighting them are an interesting way to do that. And obviously, it's a sense of ramping up as well. Looks like I slept till nighttime.
If you are, could you come downstairs? Sonata-senpai's calling for us.
You're gonna fucking ruin your sleep schedule like that, buddy.
Okay, he's here. So what's this about?
It's my cool weekend clothes.
Thanks for coming. There's someone I want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Why is she wearing a Christmas dress? I know, like, if that was a red dress, that would be like a Christmas. You know that? I forgot what it's called now. A Christmas dress.
Junpei? Why are you here? Don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. They'll be staying here from now on.
Because it's always red with the white fluff.
What's up?
He's staying here? Are you sure there wasn't some mistake?
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help out.
Really? You have the potential?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins.
Oh yes, that scene did happen.
I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. But he said that's, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, it's doing the jump around now. Well, I'm not going to be mean about it. Uh-huh.
Oh, right. Of course. Makes sense, since you're a Persona user and all. But man, I still can't believe it. I had no idea you guys had this stuff going on, too. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Wouldn't really want to be doing this on my own. You gotta be stoked too, right? Having me join?
What? I guess.
Well, enough with the introductions. Now that our forces have increased, I think we're about ready.
Ooh, we gotta go do something? Sweetness! I'm getting pumped!
I would like to fight another monster, please, game. I have fought 2 in 1 battle.
With this many people, we could start checking out that tower.
Oh, you mean Tartarus.
Is it going to be paced? Speaking of Star Ocean, one of my biggest issue with those games is the pacing of, like, here's a 3-hour dungeon. I'm like, you couldn't have just spaced out these cutscenes a little bit more evenly.
Tartar sauce? What?
It's a place that holds the key to